What's going on, folks? So I dropped a poll on the channel asking you if you wanted me to release a video that I recorded a while back addressing stupid comments on the channel. And I stopped it. When I stopped the poll, 109 people had voted and 89% voted overwhelmingly to release the video. So you're going to see it here in a minute. To the 11% that said, don't feed the trolls, don't give them ammo, don't worry about what stupid people say on the internet, stupid stuff people say on the internet. You're right. You are probably right. You are the 11% that are. It's probably the way I should go. And that's why I honestly had this video. I just kind of set it to the side for a while. But I kind of thought, you know what? Maybe people want to see this. So I put the poll out and asked. And here we are. We're going to see it. So I get a little bit spicy in this video. All right. I get frustrated from time to time because sometimes the stuff, you'll see it. Sometimes it's just like, wow, I don't get it. But also, I also wanted to iterate, please, this is not, most of these channels that do this have 0 subscribers. They have like an avatar for their, or an anime character for their, their profile pic and all that kind of stuff. And to my subscribers, to people that enjoy my videos, to the people that use their heads, not just to keep their hat on, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Thank you for the comments. Thank you to all the subscribers. This is not pointed at you. This is to the trolls that leave, frankly, dumbass comments on the channel. So for the 89% that voted they wanted it released, here it is. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get into some of these. This is the first one. All right. Now, I got more than this, but this is all I could muster up for this video. So first one is, I'm gonna put it right here. Bang. I'm gonna read them off from here too. This was in response to Radical Firearms, a cheap gun mafia. Everybody's blaming Tula, and I proved in the video it's not Tula because I used them in better rifles, the same mag and same ammo. People would completely ignore that. You're comparing the rifles. I wasn't, because there's no comparison. Those other 3 are way better rifles. So get fucked. But this is the response right here. As you can see it, Tula is complete. I guess that's shit garbage. Had a 45 ACP. Now pay attention to this. Had a 45 ACP get stuck in the middle of my barrel of my high dollar 1911. Their customer service was great though. I sent them my barrel and they paid for a new one. Moral of the story, put shit ammo in firearm, get crap results from time to time. Now, you could see my response, and I'll add a few more to this too. So let me get this straight. You're claiming that you had a squib and the 45 ACP slug got stuck in the barrel, and you went and you sent Tula your barrel and they paid to replace the barrel on a high dollar 1911. Who fit the new barrel to your 1911? Because a new barrel is not just a drop-in part for a 1911, especially a high dollar 1911. What was the manufacturer of the high dollar 1911? Why didn't you just knock the slug out with a cleaning rod? Because a squib does not damage your barrel. This sounds like complete bullshit, bro. And that's what it is. It's a fucking lie. It's complete bullshit. So think about the mindset of the person that wrote this. You make this whole shit up and you decide you want to post it. For what reason? First of all, let's break it down a little bit. Where'd you buy the ammo from? Did you send your barrel to the distributor? Did you buy it online? Did you buy it at a store? Who replaced the barrel? That's bullshit, because a squib, unless you were to fire another one behind it, he didn't say that. He didn't say he got a squib and then fired another one behind it and it bulged the barrel. Even if he had done that, who fit the new barrel to your high in 1911? These are all hand-fit guns. On top of that, who made it? Why don't you just name it? Because if you really had one and it was a high dollar one, you'd be proud of it. You'd be like, man, I blew the barrel out of my Wilson Combat shooting that stuff. Now, all that being said, I have never claimed that Tula ammo is the best ammo ever. Never claimed that. But I've shot thousands of rounds of that stuff, especially when it's super cheap. If you guys remember, you older guys remember back in the day, you could buy that at Walmart, super cheap. Same thing with the 223. I used to shoot the crap out of that stuff. No issues. I've never had issues with Tula 45 ammo, 223 ammo. I've never had issues with it. That being said, it is dirty and it is not the best ammo ever, okay? But who made your high in 1911? Your high, I'm sorry, high dollar 1911. You would name it. You would say my Nighthawk, my Wilson, my whatever. So you don't have one. That's a lie. And then the fact that you said they replaced the barrel. What, did they send you a barrel? Did they pay for the barrel? Did you? Yeah, bullshit. Of course he never, after this, there was never any response to this. There was never a response back because he doesn't, it's a lie. It's bullshit. Why you want to weigh in? What do you think if you make this shit up, like your opinion matters? That's one dumbass. Next, this is the one I was talking about with spelling and stuff. I don't know if there's somebody that doesn't speak English, doesn't know, you know, and they had chat GPT do it or translate it or whatever, but you see right here. M1 Garand put together, okay, and not capitalize. Capitalize that, put some respect on that man's name because he was a genius. Capitalize the Grand. Overrated riffle, weak, W-E-E-K, and W-E-A-K. I knew what he was trying to say, but if you're going to insult one of the greatest firearms geniuses that invented the greatest battle implement ever devised, you might as well spell it correctly. Weak platform, kind of like Harley Davidson. What? What the hell does that have to do with anything, you mental midget? Are you freaking kidding me? First of all, you're so way off base on the M1 Garand. That thing was the greatest at its time. Now it is obsolescent. You could argue that it is an obsolescent weapons platform nowadays. Okay, 60, 90 or 80, 90 years later? Wait, how many came out in late 38, 39? It was adopted somewhere around there. So you're talking about 60, 80, 85 years later. 85 years later, I hope we would advance our military's weapon systems in 85 years. But at the time, it was the best shoulder-fired rifle fielded in mass production, mass fielded to an entire army. That was our standard. Now, the Marines had the 03, and later on they got Garands. But our standard issue infantry rifle, it was the best standard issue. I know STG 44 came out at the end of the year, and there's some other ones. But as far as the best standard issue infantry rifle of World War II, that was it by far. By far. And for you to be on M1 Garand riffle, and that was on a short I did. No, it was on a video I did about tightening up the stock or something, I think. Bro, and again, you took the time out to say some stuff like that. What a moron. All right, now, this one. Woo, Lord, this one. I'm going to tell you what. People are so, the cheap gun mafia is so fiercely defensive of their budget rifles, especially radical firearms. They get crazy, man. They drink the Kool-Aid. They're like Jim Jones and shit down there. Drink that Kool-Aid, brother, to the fact that they will fucking lie and embellish. I'll break this down why this is a lie. They will embellish shit about that rifle to try to prove a point. And you're like, come on, dude. Come on. Okay? Again, if you go back and you watch the full review I did on the Radical Firearms SOCOM MHR, I said it's an okay rifle. For $400, it is a good value for $400, okay? I wouldn't pay much more than that for those things. I wouldn't. Now, here's this one right here. This Shlomo, Bravo 60. Congratulations, Bravo 60. 30,000 rounds for mine. He typed that out. Type that out. 30,000 rounds through mine, and I just replaced the bolt. We're going to get into some of the specifics on this round. Understand how to adjust your weapon's gas system, and it'll run to spec. Don't be a brokey. Use brass ammo. Steel ammo destroys most ARs. So let's start in the back. Steel ammo does not destroy most ARs. Is it harder on most ARs? The argument can be made, yes, for that. Is it dirtier? Yes. Does it degrade the life of the barrel because it's using bimetal jackets in it? Yes. There's been studies out there, though, that it only shorts it by maybe a couple of thousand rounds. But so what this guy wants us to believe with this comment right here. 30,000 rounds, he said. So let me get this straight. You're either an idiot, okay? You're either lying or you're an idiot, or you're both. Because you want us to believe that you bought a $400 Radical Firearms budget rifle, and then went and spent $12,000 to $15,000 on ammo for this. 12, do the math. At today's current prices, even going back a couple years, so for before COVID and all that other kind of stuff, 5 or 6 years, this stuff, 1,000 rounds of 5.56 has been anywhere from $400 to $600, depending on the brand, green tip, this tip, that tip, 70, whatever. That's why I said $12,000 to $15,000. Do the math, okay? Before you post some shit like this, you didn't bother to go, ooh, are they going to believe if I spent $12,000 to $15,000, $12,000 to $15,000 on ammunition? So why didn't you buy a $4,000 rifle, okay, and spend $8,000 on ammunition? So that's one thing. So you want us to believe that you're a liar, okay? I'm just saying you're a liar right now. On top of that, all you had to do was place the bolt. You know, I watch other channels from experts like, what's the guy's name? Chris from Small Arms Solution and stuff like that. And he talks about how they have a 6,000 round test on these rifles. If they make it to 6,000 rounds, the military says good to go and all this kind of stuff. You got to go check his channel out. The dude knows a bunch of stuff. So 30,000 rounds, all you had to do was place the bolt. Let me give you a little hint there. Bravo 6006, whatever the fuck your name is. An AR-15's barrel life is roughly 10 to 12,000 rounds. 10 to 12,000 rounds. So you should have shot out 3 barrels by now. At least 3 barrels. You should be getting onto your 4th barrel. And you only had to replace the bolt. What happened to the bolt? Prove it. Prove it. You can't prove it because you're exaggerating, because you're a liar. That's what it is. And then understand how to adjust your gas system. The rifle I bought, the $400 Radical Firearms, doesn't have an adjustable gas system, moron. It doesn't. It has a fixed one. And it's and through all the videos and research we've done and testing on that rifle, it's undergassed for 223. Now, and that's testing Tula, that's testing. So it really doesn't have anything to do with steel. It has to do with the pressure, because I also shot Armscore 223 out of it, and I think Winchester, some other brand, 223 out of it. And it doesn't function 100% with 223 unless you put the suppressor on there and it gives it extra back pressure. Then it works just fine. But it says 5.56 on the barrel. So a lot of people in the know on those rifles say that they come with a smaller gas port for 5.56. And if you want to run 223 on it, you got to take the gas block off and drill it off. I'm not doing all that. Drill it out. I'm not doing all that on a $400 rifle. I'm not. I'll shoot that sucker till it breaks. So adjust the gas system. It doesn't have an adjustable gas system. So this is one of the big morons lately here. What happened to your bolt? Did you re-headspace the rifle when you replaced the bolt or whatever? You're an idiot. And here's the biggest one. And I'm going to roll in a video on this one. And I will put the link down below so you can watch the entire video. I forget the name of this channel, Moondog or what. I'm going to give him credit for it. Because it was his video. He filmed it at SHOT Show. So this is the type of arrogance I'm talking about. Now, I've been around this game, like I said before, a long time. Okay. So this guy, smooth shot, 89.25. It's Koch, not Coke. Now, he left this on my HK Hates You, the HK USP 45 video. As you can see here, I said, no, it's not. And he came back and said, thanks for letting me know you don't know how to read or pronounce. Thumbs up. Oh, really? Okay. And I said, thanks for letting me know that you're not only arrogant, but dumb as well, and can't be bothered to do 2 minutes of research online before typing out a stupid response. Don't worry, I did the research for you. By the way, you might want to stay tuned to the channel because you just made the stupid comments video. Congrats. And then I put the link to this guy's video who went to SHOT Show, asked a bunch of industry people, a bunch of people there how to pronounce it, then went to the actual AK booth right here. We'll watch it right here. Asked these 2 HK reps at the HK booth, how do you pronounce their name? Right here.
In American English, that name has a number of valid pronunciations. This is the official one.
Hey guys, the proper name to say H&K is Heckler and Koch, like a Coca-Cola.
So as you can see, like I wrote in the thing, Coke, he of course hasn't answered back. He shut the fuck up after this because he's wrong. Loud and wrong. Why are these people so loud and wrong? You went ahead and you just typed this shit out like you're Mr. Know-It-All. You probably don't even own any HKs. You probably never owned any HKs. You're just an arrogant jackass who thinks you know what you're talking about, and you don't. So you get to come into my channel and say this stupid shit. Now, with that being said, I'm the one that created a YouTube channel. I've had other YouTube channels. I expected this. I expected the smooth brains to pour in, especially if you do a fair review on a budget firearm. You get every mouth-breathing, window-licking idiot come in and you're an idiot because they get all butthurt about their purchase and stuff like that. That's I have to put up with that. But I just think it's funny, the level of arrogance, especially when we have access to the most information. Good Lord, we are so close to having just insane amounts of information. We have more computing power on, like I said, I'm filming on my phone, on our smartphones than they had when they faked the moon landing, okay? We have more. You could launch rockets and shit from your phones nowadays, but you can't take 30 seconds to say, how do you pronounce Google? How do you pronounce HK? I already knew. I've known since the late 90s, early 2000s when I was in a gun store and somebody corrected me and I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, it's Heckler and Koch. Like the can of Coke, like the lady says.
Hey guys, the proper name to say H&K is Heckler and Koch, like a Coca-Cola.
So what you got to say now, jackass, smooth shot, 89, dill hole, jerk off? Yeah, you don't have shit to say because you're a loudmouth idiot who wants to jump in and be like, I'm super smart. I know everything. You're a dumbass, okay? So, but as the lady said, I even put on YouTube and was like, let me find something where I could prove this stuff. And that was just one of the videos. That was like the first one that popped up. And I said, well, perfect right there. Because the lady says it. She's the HK rep at the HK booth at SHOT Show. And she says Heckler and Koch, like the can of Coke. Thank you. If you want to know one thing about me is I try my damnedest to never be disrespectful to anybody unless you come at me first. If you come at me first, you're getting the same energy back. Guarantee that. It's getting to the point now, though, where I'm just ignoring a lot of these. But when they're blatantly dumb like that, I have to respond, So there it is, guys. Let me know if you enjoy these type of things. Leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.